everyone and welcome to Gavra Racing here, and today we are here for round 1 for the Academy League, and today we are here around the Bahrain International Circuit here for the Academy League. So at the moment we've got around 18 drivers, so a pretty handful of Academy League drivers, so it's very good to see. So at the moment it's going to be Skeldog leading the standings of drivers as he's put in the 26.8, about 1.1 seconds faster than his nearest competitor at the moment, Reggie Starr. And then our Peter moved into third pretty closely from the nearest grid as now. Hello to everybody in the chat, hello to Gavra Racing. So hopefully everything's nice and sorted, as at the moment only 2 drivers on in the meeting. It's just the morning is on a cool down lap, I believe. So bit of a shake up here in the Academy as Pinty goes second fastest, so big jump for him, as a lot of drivers here are going to make their debuts, as up by Jasper gets a big jump into P3. There's a new Dutchie, yes, yeah, I've just saw there's a Dutchie, by the way, so maybe it's play Dutchie undercover maybe, we don't know, but at the moment, he's P10 at the moment, so let's see what will happen, as someone's going slow at the first sector. That is Pinty. I think he's spun the car at around where Sebastian Vettel in 2019 has spun after getting overtaken by Lewis Hamilton. One of the laps is now someone's got a big jump. I believe that was Pietki J. As well to Admin Geordie is by Jasper is at the moment P5. So the man who you're cheering for is pretty high on the standings at the moment, but yeah, there's a lot of chaos probably to happen. So just talking about the news, so last season, season 4, it actually was a 25% race and an 18-minute quali, but now it's going to be a 50% race. I believe just for this season. I'm not sure what for the future of season 6, season 7, and etc. But at the moment, it's going to be a 50% race. And an 18-minute qualifying, like the freshman league, the Premier Series, and there's obviously the Super League. Hello to Unique J, and as I was just resuming, that a Skeldog, I believe, as just now is going to selected mediums in the pit. I'm just where it begins. Yes, it's where the drivers make their first step into Gavra Racing. Hello to Piero in the chat, as everyone's pretty, but yeah, if you guys want to know where it is to send hello, oh, Piero with a subscription of tier 1 at 5 months, so thank you Piero for that. Congratulations for the 5 months, as it's really a great achievement for you. So 7 months to make it 1 year, but as a Dutchie gets a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Whiskey Meter. Oh! Someone's just collected him. That is Suomi Finn. That is the most awkward collision I've seen ever. Or one of the most awkward. What? That is very awkward and very weird. But yeah, that's just happened. But yeah. At the moment, we have got Skeldog on an outlap on the mediums, so very interestingly, so maybe he's going to try and somehow precariously improve on those mediums to try and go on that different strategy. And yeah, Piero, thank you for the sub. Yeah, good, happy sub there for Piero. But yeah, at the moment, we've got Skeldog leading pretty comfortably at 5/10, so Skeldog on the pace for him, as the lightning bolt, purple and cyanide, kind of a turquoise colour. Yes, Skeldog did a great lap, yeah, but they're not on the mediums. they're not on the mediums, they're actually on the soft, but now he's just going to make a run on the mediums. Maybe just test how the car works. And 26 and 8 on mediums is fast. He actually, Mason, he did not set the fastest lap on the mediums. He set on soft tyres. Now he's just gone for a medium run. No 26 8, not on the mediums. He's just put on the mediums now. Yeah, no, it sounds crazy, I know, but yeah, he went on the softs earlier on. I'm just going to quickly check the race director for you, everyone. So his first lap, there we go, proof there. There's a, yeah, so 27.9 in the first sector, 37.3. As he's 3/10 down in the first sector on the medium tyres. Hence, I'm just talking about his first lap. 37.3 in the middle sector, sector 3. 21.540 for Skeldog, who is has registered for the Weekend League Season 8. So make sure, if you are interested in joining that, make sure you join the website. Gavra racing.altavista.org, as you'll be finding out all the leagues we have in store, which has space available for GT Sport, Assetto Corsa, and etc. Okay, I'm not sure even something. Yeah, Piero, there's no chance, because then if that'll be kind of a pretty PSGL kind of time. Non-Medea, as I believe that's an Italian message. I'm not sure if that is Italian, but yeah. But look at JK's livery. That just looks absolutely amazing. It's Spanish. Oh, well done there, Gav. I thought it was Italian, just looking at it, but no, it was actually Spanish. Everybody con tu Bogran. But yeah, our Peter at the moment, who is third at the moment, the man who is not performing that well in the weekend league, España es lo mejor. Yeah, there's confirmation that he is Spanish, so yeah. But anyway, so I believe Skulldog's pulling to the pit. So I'm just gonna quickly look at what lap Piero for the Super League. This is what Skulldog has set. He hasn't actually set a lap. Never mind, sorry Piero, I thought you set a time, but I believe just dived into the pits. But what about only one Luke Rosman? He's done one lap, and that is the most, I don't know, descriptive livery I've ever seen on only one Luke Rosman's car. But anyway, looking for drivers who have done a lap. Suomi Finn, I'll go for the final corner, very short now, through turn 15, and make sure you get a good exit. He goes a bit too deep, and he got a bit of understeer there through the final corner. He does actually go into the pits. Let's see what that Kanika Zora do. I believe he's on an in lap. But let's see who else is on laps. Who are not invalidated by Jasper. Is now in the middle sector by 1/10 ahead at the moment of his time. Nearly 2/10, I should say, if I was running it to the nearest 10th. But at the moment now, Bo Jasper going through the final corner. Please don't tell me he's on an in-lap, because I'll be absolutely annoyed. And he's not, so now through the final corner, he goes on DRS open for Jasper. He does jump by 2 milliseconds faster than Liam, so that's a pretty good lap, but he's on a 2-lap-old soft compound of tyres for him, so he's going to try and look to improve that, because he might even go faster. But there goes Liam out of the pits to try and he's probably try and get that lap by Jasper's behind Liam. So let's see what we can do. So Dunkin' Donuts, that's a pretty nice username, as he's now in that shiny neon rainbow livery, and now he's rounding now. Got to be the round final corner to start his lap. So we're just gonna go for a quick lap with him. As I'm through the final corner, I want to get a great exit to start a lap here. Now DRS is going to be open for him, over 300 kilometers per hour here on the straight. As this straight is not a very quick, but over 325 kilometers, break around 100-meter board. You don't want to lock up realistically, but then the traction around here is so crucial. Now through now the second DRS zone practically, is now going through this very small straight. Overtake opportunities are pretty much increased now with that DRS zone, and slip should be more effective now through the first sector. 28.5 now. The chicanes here, it can be pretty difficult, especially with the 2021 cars. With producing more understeer now through turn 7 and now turn 8, now turn 9, now into the heavy brakes on turn 10. Both wheels could be locked up here if you're not careful enough. But now there's a new pole of who's going to get pole position, even into JMP Cyril. Now through to turn number 11 goes Dunkin' Donuts, now on board with him. Now through turn 11 does get a bit of a snap on the rear, but here this corner you could just spin very easy with the rears just absolutely cooking. But at the moment, still 106.7 on the mediums, which is not that bad, but a bit too far from the soft runners. But now through, now the second longest straight here at the circuit, as now through the final corner goes Dunkin' Donuts. Now DRS open for him. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be a 28.6, so that's 1.8 seconds slower than as that's Tutti Boy getting some traffic there, 3 times up in this time. But just look, saying Dunkin' Donuts, that's a great lap there. But as someone spinning, he's just stopped to let the other cars pass. So very opportunistic maneuver there. But just looking, where did Tutti Boy, now through the final corner he goes. He improves by 5/10 and does go into P10. But just looking at that nice recreation of the McLaren Golf livery, as I would definitely expect someone using that because everyone loves that livery. But just quickly looking at the poll, so Skeldog is voted to have pole position. Pinty as well with 2 votes on his name. And yeah, I think Skeldog's going to get it, about 2/10 down gap. But Skeldog is now on a lap, as now he's going to look to improve that 26.8. And he's got 1 minute to try and get a lap. Yes, he's not going to have enough time, so he sets a lap. As well as Pieti Kijay at Gavra Racing. Just checking out the next batch. Yeah, so here's the next batch of 18 drivers. Oh no, Lucas Rosman was retired from qualifying from the session, so 1:44.0. Pretty slow, but I've definitely done a mistake or done something. As let's see what can. Just looking at drivers, as by Jasper, not on a lap at the moment. Just looking who are on flying laps, as now we're just looking, browsing. But now let's see what can Liam do in that nice little sticker of I love racing, as he's a 10.5 down in the middle sector. Let's see what can he do in the final sector here, as Liam, the former Weekend League driver, who has done pretty decent, but he's not unfortunately entered for this season. Whiskey Mika's retired from the session, as now he's going through the final corner, Liam. Now DRS open for him now through the for a final couple quarters. He's P4 where the 127.5, but not enough to improve. What can Reggie Starr do through the final corner? Goes the nicely turquoise or cyan color, as he was down by 2/10, but there goes our Peter incredibly wide through the final sector. 2-2 Boccaron, I believe, was just set. Great lap. What can Skeldog do? He's 1/10 up in the first sector. This is now a great lap. Pinty's not managed to cross the line here. So let's see, our Peter P6, 1/10 up, so he's promoting himself up to P6. The Portuguese driver doing great at the moment in that Aiden Jackson livery. And I'm just looking at by Jasper, what can he do in the kind of a pretty nice livery, a pretty basic one, but looks pretty good. It's a 5/10 up in the middle sector, so at the moment he's looking at 27.2, so that's going to put him to P3. So just spotting the gaps from top 5 to top 9 to 5th to 9th. As yeah, that's a good lap from Liam, but he has improved on that final lap. But now let's see, by Jasper, as I believe invalidated his time. As Skelder goes even faster on 126.437. That is pole position for Skeldog. That's an absolutely fantastic lap, as that is going to set qualifying unless someone else could try and deny him. Reggie Star improves 210, so he goes P4. It's a great lap from Reggie Star, as I believe that's a checkered flag. That's everyone crossing the line, and that is pole position for Skeldog, who is going to be leading off the line into turn 1, or maybe Piet KJ can try do something into turn 1, maybe Pinty, Registar, anyone can have a big benefit into turn 1, because turn 1 is a pretty short rundown. Yeah, exactly, Piero. Especially, you could have great one lap pace, but like when it comes to the race, you might lack. But at the moment, we've got 31 viewers, so welcome to everyone in the chat. Everyone's having a great evening. As today we're on for the Academy League for round 1 here around Bahrain International Circuit for the first race in season 5. So here are the results. So Skeldog pole position for him, for the British driver, making a very good statement after his previous first race. But yeah, he looks pretty solid, yes. So Skeldog pole position, Piet, Pinty, Reggie Star, Tupokaran, Liam, not Isaac Smart, R. Peter, Hilstadino, and then it's going to be Jasper, Mr. Morning, Suomi Finn, Tutty Boy, Nick Ozar, Duncan Donuts, and then I could see another Scott in the races. Yes, 4th, but it's by myself. Yeah, Skeldog is very quick, but now it's obviously not going to be dry, rain, because Bahrain is in the desert, so you know, no chance. But before the race is happening, I want to get your thoughts on the Qatar race being added to the calendar. So just quick thoughts of that. What are your thoughts on it? What's going to happen? Also, there's rumours of 8 sprint races being added to calendar for next season. I think Piero will be kind of disappointed, and we'll have a word there with Stefano Domenicali. But strategy-wise, it could be a tricky stop. Up one stop is going to be a beneficial move for everyone, because the one stop works better as Nick Ozar is starting on the hards, so it's really crucial for this. The strategy can win the race, not just by pace. If you just have the pace, but here are the tires that everyone is using. So Hilstadino and Mr. Morning collision, and they both stopped off from the grid. So their tires are going to be absolutely freezing, or maybe minus 200 degrees. But anyway, just looking now at the tires. So here's what 2 hard runners, which is hence are Nikozora and Sirax, who are on the hard tires. 2 drivers, 3 actually on the medium. Suomi Fit, Tucker Donuts, and Whiskey Mika. Only one Luca Rosman, Dutchy by the way. Tutti Boy outside the top 10 start on the soft, as everyone else does start on the soft. But yeah, but good luck to everyone in the race, as we're going to be very soon going to lights out here for round 1 of the Academy League, as can't wait. But yeah, but now we're just concluding now the formation lap here, as Skeldog, I believe, having an incident. He's not first in the formation lap, but it's fine. You don't have to be first in the formation. You just could be at the back if you want to, because you'll still start from first, but just in a different position. But Piet wants to just lead the formation lap, so that's what he wants to do. He can do that, and as he spins at the final corner, that's a pretty of a punishment. That's a pretty bad punishment for his tyres. It's a one-stop race. Gav, it can be a two-stop. Yeah, just looking at pre-stop strategy. So he's going to be a soft, medium probably. And for the hard, he's going to be a hard to medium. Or if the... Why you use multi-carb? I'm not sure why, Mason. I am not sure why, Mason. I have absolutely no idea, clue if you wish. Why? I was 50%. Yeah, I believe it was a poll and earlier, but now anyway the lights are going to be counting down for round 1, as now we see the revs rising for round numero 1 here. As lights are on away, because Skildo gets a fantastic start. Pinty does not get a pretty good start. It's 4 wide. This is 5 wide in, at the back. That is amazing. As this chaos now into turn 1. As at the moment there's a bit of contact between Piet and a bit of pizza, but Piet has spun as well as Tutti Boy has had a fantastic start. It's 5 wide into turn 1, I believe, or 4 wide. Suomi Finn now goes round the outside. There's a lot of action now. We're nearly 3 wide between Suomi Hilstadino and only one Luca Rosman. And Hilstadino are having a battle for our own league right now. As he looks down to the round the outside, he uses Suomi Finn to try and box only one Luca Rosman in, but he fails to do so. And that was an absolutely amazing stop. A skilled dog has done an amazing start. At the moment he's leading by about 1 second to Reggie's Star, and to Bokharon follows closely. And this is a great stop, but only one Luca Rosman side by side with Suwon Finn. Only one Luca Rosman having razor blades. He inches past Suomi Finn, but that's a great start. As Pinty and Arpita now side by side, as I believe Pinty with the ERS takes P4, as at the moment Arpita's going to be now shouting in there. Yeah, so here are the actual position gains. So, non-stop punch territory around here. Yeah, unless if you're in the medium runners, but someone's having a big dive. That's by Jasper going round the outside of turn 1. That is absolutely amazing. That move was an absolute piece of cake there for him. And now it's this very close race in action. Bit of incidents, but yeah, at the moment everyone's looking clear. Zanglina by Jasper, and now wheel to wheel by Jasper going round the outside. And easy as you like again. As there's someone spinning, Reggie Star. What's happened to Reggie? He's crashed it. He just crashed it. Oh my days. Reggie Star is out of the Bahrain Grand Prix in the Academy League. And that is very unfortunate. The car does get cleared up. No safety car, which is just an absolute benefit. There's Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not sure what happened to Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, look at this camera. There from. That's a pretty good camera, but that was very strange. Dunkin' Donuts just seemed to let everybody pass, but look at how much close racing there is between the Skeldo. Says the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but Piet now looking to go round the outside of Duchy, by the way, as now he's looking to get them done, but he can't do that yet. Now ERS is going to be used. Duchy's using his ERS, hence Dunkin' Donuts. And let's see what happens now. The drivers can. Yes, Skeldo's already got 2 seconds, as now Duchy he's looking for a dive. Dunkin' Donuts leaves the space. Pretty clean racing, but Dunkin' Donuts actually goes down the inside. I believe it was not Sirax, that was of Dunkin' Donuts. That's a fantastic move. Yeah, must be 2 swap. Yeah, he gone. Yeah. Oh, that's Sirax at the exit of turn 4, as the Shadow livery car is a done bit of an incident. That is very unfortunate for him. I think he's got some wing damage, as now Mr. Morning got past. He's now only one close one, only one Luca Rosman, so he's just feeling struck. Yeah, exactly. As our by Jasper goes round the outside of Tootie Boy has spun in the McLaren Gulf livery as he unfortunately spins the British driver. It was probably going to be out of contention for the top 10 now as he spins again. And so this is just Bahrain. Piero, this just explains this. Skeldog goes even faster with 30.7. Still, Skeldog is on his own league right now, as he's doing fantastic at the moment. His pace is just absolutely amazing. As well, I had such a good start up. It's a sick belly. Such a curb. Yeah, that's the curbs in this game, unfortunately, Reggie. But yeah, really unlucky. But it's the curbs. The curbs are deadly in this game. But now only one Luca Rosman looking to get passed by Jasper, but he can't do that quite yet. As now the red cars, he gets a purple first sector. So someone's spinning. That is Mr. Morning in the casual car, F1 2021 car, as he spins out. As he spins out again, as there he goes into the distance. Yeah, curbs in this game are dangerous. Yeah, the curbs do destabilize your car, as Dutchy does a bit of a layering free of that, the exit of turn number 6 to number 7 and 8. And at the moment it's very clean stop, a lot of spins and unfortunately moments, but now Sumi Finn looking to the inside, but unfortunately can't make the move stick. Telling the inside was just a bit too far, as at the moment Suomi Finn is Piet, now all round Suomi Finn does go a bit wide, and now this is going to force Piet KJ as now it's to Bokkaron gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, as that could be punishing for this. Yes, on the first one, he didn't spin on curb. Oh well, that's unfortunate, but now someone slowed down. I believe that was Mr. Morning, once again spinning. Yeah, I'm really unfortunate, but look at only one Luca Rosman now into turn 4. Is he going to try and do around the outside? Someone in the background, I believe that was Whiskey Mika going wide. There's a banging wheels, and that's someone collided, and there goes Nikazora in the wall. There he is, he's back in the circuit, but that was a bit of a big whack for Nikazora, as at the moment we've got only one Luca Rosman actually passed by Jasper, so by Jasper now is going to try and look back to 4th place, but only one Luca Rosman just got that pace. He's 13 places up at the moment, but now I'm just going to look at the tyres, because I've had this the position change gaps too much as now, as I've absolutely done that again. As there we go, we got everything set up again. Okay, already P4 doing you started, yeah. So yeah, Luca from back at the grid, and now he's P4 at the moment. Strong few laps by Luca, yeah. So you know, Luke Rosman, he's on the pace here. He's on the pace. As look at by Jasper looking to the inside there of only one Luca Rosman, as he nearly spins at the exit of 2. Yeah, he is flying. Yeah, he's flying, as he's now just about a second now ahead, nearly, of by Jasper. So yes, a good pace for you practicing. Oh, nice. So yeah, only Luke Rosman is very quick here around Bahrain International Circuit. So maybe he's going to try and target himself a podium. But our Peter, in that beautiful helicopter view, is now closing in now on Pinty, who's in the DRS zone of him, as now our Peter's going to try and look for the move very soon with DRS down into turn number 11, and now into turn 12 follows for our Peter, and now yeah, this corner turn 12, you actually got to go off the throttle here. Last game you didn't have to, but now you have to because of how bad the temperatures are now in this game, and the downforce generally has been reduced. But there goes to Boccolon now looking to go round. goes pretty fast. Yeah, exactly. As look at Tubocaron's contact between the pair of them. No front wing damage for from Tubocaron, I believe, but Tubocaron now looking, I believe, in the Spanish livery, now going down the inside of the final corner, as that is a pretty unusual spot to overtake, but he's got the move done. But we've got Whiskey Mika, he's not going to have any, but unfortunately Tubocaron will be able to defend the Dunkin' Donuts spinning at the exit of, at the entrance of turn 12. That's the unfortunate. So that's the second or third candidates we saw who are spun round there. As we're going to see our plentiful here for maybe in the Freshman League, the Premier, or even a Super League. But at the moment we are now into lap 7, and we've got Piet, who's looking now to try and get Hilstedino, his next competitor. Yeah, nice livery. As that Stucci at the exit, that's where Regius Stars actually crashed. Pressure's on for tomorrow. Yeah, pressure is on for tomorrow, Uni J. But yeah, this is pretty a study for you, because you're now going to be knowing the tyre strategy and that. But Sirax at the moment 6 laps on those hard tyres. Tootie Boy on the 1 stop. So maybe the 1 stop could work, as many of us doubted the 1 stop strategy would work. I love this. Hello to Bon Evil in the chat saying, I love this track. Had a good record in the weekend league. Yeah, you were very fast around the circuit, Bonnie. But Dutchie spun again. Yeah, but Bonnie, be sure to look on the website for details. Yes, for the weekend leaguers now, that is by Jasper Pinty, Liam, a handful of drivers pitting. That is for Fresh Robbers. That is Dutchie again, spinning. As just this circuit, it can be just a pain in the head for when it comes to tyre temperatures and curbs and corners. This is not your cup of tea, as he's nearly spun again, and we've probably seen a first driver in Gavra set a 2-minute lap time. But but now he goes into the pit because he's done with these softs. He's not going to use them anymore. They are absolutely done for. As now he claims, go, we need to go into the pits. Got home too late to precipitate, could have been competitive. Yeah, unfortunate for you, Vex, but yeah, at the moment the grid looks very close and competitive. So yeah, Bad Bones early one, Luke Rosman leading the race, having still not pitted. Someone spinning at turn number 6 and 7. That's Tootie Boy, as he has lost the car around turn 7 or 6. I think Luke is going for a 1 stop here. Yeah, he looks to be going for a 1 stop. His time management has been great. He's gone on the mediums. He's not going to make the rate. So he's going to try and do a TMF Maldek strategy. He's going to soft and then go on the mediums. Well, if he makes this strategy work, if he's going to make a 1 stop, as that is, I believe that was Histadino, not Histadino, that's Whiskey Mika, Pinty and Alpine having a bit of a battle into turn 1 with the DRS, as that was a very close fight between the pair of them, the trio. Great racing from the 3 of them, but Whiskey Mika goes a bit wide, a bit too deep, as think soft hard as possible but difficult. If you have the tyre management perfectly, if right now you've pitted, then you're probably going to get the tyres to the end, but it's going to be a struggle with tyre wear, because tyre wear around the circuit is very high, and corners, and this track hates the left front. It loves the left front to have a high deck, and now Sirix exits the pits, and he's done with those hard. He's going to go on the mediums, and he's going to try and maybe make the 1-2 stop work, as I doubt the 1 stop will work for him, as, let's see, but yeah, Liam gets a 3-second time penalty. Here's an update on penalties for everyone. So yeah, Scaldo goes even faster, 2/10, I believe, 29.8, so we're into the 129s, and Skeldog has been... There's actually possibly it's more open here. Yeah, the strategy is a bit more easier in it as compared to China, because China was a circuit which tyre wear is just absolutely disgusting. Like for all the tyres, like the rears, fronts especially. Advantage of the Super League is you could see which is better. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you can just see now how the strategy is for drivers, how they do it, and that. Because we're at the moment started on the hards, still on the hards, so he's going to try and look to one stop probably and go to the medium tyres in around 7-8 laps time when those hards start to deteriorate in the closing stages of the race. But now we're going to look at this battle between Suomi, Pinty, Peter, only one Luke Rosman, Jasper. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4. As that's Pinty going round the outside of Suomi. For Suomi, I think he's done a mistake, but Suomi Finn has not pitted yet. So as there goes Peter now, nearly pushing Suomi round the circuit. It's a battle for P3. Yes, so now Peter's got to make this move down the inside because he wants that DRS from Pinty, who he's been behind pretty much the whole race at the moment, but now he is now passed. But here comes only one Luca Rosman from out of nowhere, because now looks to the inside. He's kind of ballsy to go right down the inside, but Peter goes a bit deep and now forces only one Luca Rosman to the outside. And now here goes only one Luca Rosman out to the inside on turn 4. He has the ERS, as now he goes down the inside, but Peter, they make contact as only one Luca Rosman has spun, and that is a big turn around for only one Luca Rosman, having such a good race. And he's now just gone into shambles, and that is very unfortunate, but he's not that far from the pack. He's only about 3 or 4 seconds, but that is extremely unfortunate. Only one Luca Rosman has done an incredibly great fight back, but unfortunately he's been in a collision, and I don't think he's got front wing damage, but he can fight back. I believe in this man. He can try and do it. He got turned into there. I'm pretty sure that will be managed by the stewards. As now Whiskey Meek and Liam are having a battle, as Liam wins out the fight between the pair of them, as Liam now proceeds to P8 in the green car, not in the green patrol, but what about the reset is that? Bonnie, it still applies to rules like last season. If you reset on track, you get an LLP2, as well as retire on the track instead of the pit lane, Bonneville. Yeah. If I'm correct, Gavra, just let me know, but I'm not good for Luca. Nope, do they know that? I'm not sure. We've got to know the rules, though. But anyway, yeah, you can't reset because you'll get an LLP2, hence, as well, have it reset on, retire on the pit lane. Yes, they know that. Okay then. Thank you, Peter. Not Peter, Gavra. As at the moment, Cosmo now going to try and close it on by Jasper, as Nikozora now into the pits for the fresh medium tyres. As now he's going to maybe look to what's the penalty? An LLP2. That is a 3-place grid job at the end of the race. So, for example, Skeldog gets an LLP2 for reset on the track, and now we're approaching round like 2. I think for Portimao, Portugal, and at the end of the race in Portugal. No, Pierre, you get an LLP2. No, LLP2, I believe. Yeah, Piero. So it's LLP2 for, I believe, spinning, for resetting on the track. So for example, at the end of Portimao, if Skeldog got an LLP2, he would be 4th if he won the race. at the end. Whoever got second, like Dunkin' Donuts for example, he would be first, and the list goes on. But Buckaroo, oh, so Buckaroo is actually Spanish, so we got some Spanish supporters here, so hello to Spanish. Hola to them. So hello race for Scuttledog. Yeah, Scuttledog has been dominating this race from lights to flag. Maybe that's the flag unless Strategy comes on, knocks on his door. But yeah, well, I was just saying, Buckaroo is doing a good race so far. Yeah, at the moment he's doing a pretty good. But here's the gap to leader. So yeah, here's the gap to leader. If you guys are curious of what the gaps are, so here you go. Just want to see how the deficits between. But the longest deficit is Dutchy, 1 minute and 17 seconds behind the race leader, who is Skeldog now, as he's now soaring through turn 1. Dunkin' Donuts is getting a lot of 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Getting warnings is pretty not that easy as you think. It's not that easy to get a track advantage. That's by Jasper and Alpita's bit of collision between them, as Alpita does go ahead by Jasper, as now this is going to help. Only one Luke Rosman this morning gets another 3-second time penalty is the penalty update, but that is very big for by Jasper, as I believe that's the second time he's been involved in this very small incident. But at the moment, Jasper's going to try and seek revenge or vengeance to try and get back P4, which has been robbed from him by Alpita, who's now going to try and set his sights on Pinty, who has been behind, but unfortunately he's been in a lot of battles, so unfortunately he couldn't manage. But here goes Mr. Morning now into turn 4. He goes down the inside of Whiskey Mika. Whiskey Mika tries to hold it around the outside. He nearly tried, he nearly did. And he did get a great exit, but Mr. Morning holds that position very nicely and gets it to P11. Now Whiskey Mika does get a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so that is pretty unfortunate for him. And here goes, and I believe we just hit, I'm just gonna check, oh yeah, we actually hit 800 followers in Gavra Racing, so that's pretty interesting and pretty great. But yeah, so only one Luke Rosman is trying to look now to get past, but here goes by Jasper now looking to the inside of Alpita. He's gonna try, he does try to look for it, but Alpita does leave the space. He leaves the door open, and he tries to go down the inside, but Alpita goes a bit deep. Alpita goes a bit deep, bit of a nerve there for Alpita, but just so close between the pair of them, as that's Alpita and by Jasper. Alpita did enter the back to the track, but aggressively there, as at the moment by Jasper. Now Alpita by side, as Alpita's gone back to the track. A big eagle went wide into turn 10, and that's let by Jasper by into P10, and it's a close fight for the top 4, as at the moment it's a very nice and very interesting battle between the trio of them. But let's see how this all pans out in the next 3-4 laps, as by Jasper now through the final corner. Looks pretty good, smooth, so he wants to get a good exit, but here comes Mr. Only One, Luke Rosman. He says, boom shakalaka, that is P5 for me, that's P6 for you, Alpita. But Alpita moves back to the inside. Only One Luke has the outside. He does have the fantastic traction. Boom shakalaka again goes Mr. Only One Luke Rosman. That is P numbers 5 for him, and now he's going to set his sights on by Jasper. But here's a nice little shot of the helicopter view, and this just looks absolutely satisfying and great, but especially in the top 3. So here's a full view of it without the UI. Yes, just looks amazing, doesn't it? A lot of people just love it, man. I know Cast Tangle loves it, but yeah. But now we're gonna be approaching the end. As now, there we go. As now, we now got some. Yeah, yeah, nice view. Yeah. As yeah, so now we're gonna go back. The UI appears as it's back in existence, but only one Luke Rosman is now looking to set its sights on by Jasper. By Jasper spun as that's a big whack in the wall. That's no front wing for Mr. By Jasper, and that is going to promote Liam to P6 then. As By Jasper, that's a big whack to the wall. As Tupac has got another penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's 10 seconds to his name. He's got the most at the moment, so that's going to promote only one Luke Rosman to the podium here. So he's doing a Valtteri Bottas Monza 2021. Safety car is off. No, it is on. It's got to be, man. It's got to be. That's a shame. Yeah, that's a shame for Bio Jasper. That's such a great race, but now he's pitting for new tyres. For a fresh front wing, and I think he's not going to get passed by Suomi Finn. As only one Luke Rosberg gets a 3-second time penalty. That is going to be an upset to only one Luke Rosberg's podium chance. As someone spinning up the exit of turn 12 as Sirax, as he spins again. So that's a nice little donut. Oh, come on, it's the Aston Martin safety car. Bring it on the track. We've had one yesterday, Piero, in the weekend league, if you're watching that. But there's penalties galore at the moment. He's got no front wing, so he must have had a big crash. He goes wide. So there goes Dunkin' Donuts down the inside of Dutchy, by the way, to turn a final corner there. So Dunkin' Donuts pretty opportunistic there. But Dutchy, by the way, had the DRS. None of them had the DRS. Must have been side by side before the DRS zone. But yeah, no Aston Martin safety car probably going to appear in this race unless just something absolutely amazing happens. But RP are falling on short of the DRS here, so he could be running out of time here. So only one Luke Rosman is now going to be trying to try and open a 3-second gap, but at the moment it's looking pretty unlikely as the laps go by. But our pizza is about 1 second, so only Luke Rosman now has got the pace to try get that second. So if he does get ahead of the DRS zone, that is someone spinning. I believe that's Helstadinho. Oh, look at that, a camera view. That must be new. That's a new camera view then. We've got. That looks pretty nice. And you can actually see how the character just looks. But there goes no front wing, as now this is going to be just pain. I know if you use it, but that's super league potential. Yeah. I think he's got medium traction. I'll tell you right now, I think he's got medium traction. He uses racing line. There's no racing line in the academy, Piero. As at the moment there is racing line. I never knew that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But Liam now does inch ahead of RP2. He's going to the pits again, so he's going to be the first stop to know. But just 2 seconds, everyone. Yeah, just something happened, but yeah, I'm back, everyone. Sorry for the mess, but I hope everyone can hear me. Just let me know in the chat if you can't. But at the moment, by Jasper is now going to try to look to close in that gap on our Peter. So at the moment, but by adjustment now just does get a 3-second time penalty, so that's gonna ruin his chances of getting some time back, as now he can try to lock down the down. But I think only Luke Rosman could get past Pinty here, but he's actually got negative fuel, which could hamper him very much. Now he's got to do some trail braking and coasting around the corners, because this could hamper his race and he could be absolute slowpoke at the end of the race. But yeah, that could be pretty costly for him, but hopefully not. But at the moment there's a bit of a battle here between the three of Nick Azora, Histadino and Mr. Morning, so let's see what can they do to try and win the fight. As Histadino's on the soft, remember, and he's just gonna have so much grip on that red liveried car. Now he's gonna go through the final corner. Also Piet's done a great job. He's got 9 laps to do on his, so Piet is not going to struggle probably for tyres at the end of the race, but you never know what can happen. But at the moment, Stadino goes down into turn 1 ahead, but there goes Nick Azora and Mr. Morning now side by side. But Nick Azora now goes down to P13 in the space of 2 corners, and that is really unfortunate. But here's a battle. But Sirax actually is left. But there goes, but Pinty's pitted. So what's gonna happen here? So only Luke Rosman might be going to the pits here very soon, as well as Skeldog. So Skeldog is probably gonna have maybe he's gonna try and overcut Mr. Pinty over here, who's at... Wait, why is he reversing? What was that? Was he reversing into the pits? What? No, mediums don't last only 11 laps, Gav. What in the actual heck is going on? Yeah, he was. I swear, it actually did look like he was. As Histadino goes faster than Skeldog with a 29.5, as Pinty goes ahead of our Peter. So Pinty's now going to be on the charge, and he's going to be blistering lap times out of that silver, blue and cyan cars. Now Piet and Tupac are now side by side, as only one Lucas and Skeldog pit for fresh rubber. Let's see now, this is crucial. Is Pinty going to get past only one Luke Rosman is out. There goes Mr. And there goes Luke Rosman's going to be pretty close. But is our Peter going to undercut him? He's not. But he goes round the outside. He actually jumps. Only Luke Rosman tries to go round the outside. But that is an upset for him. But here goes Tupac Caron looking at Piet. But only Luke Rosman looking, sniffing round our Peter. And that is... Yeah, that was really odd, but look at Oliver, because he's pushing in round turn 5 and 6. Oh, as his contact, I believe there's the front wing carbon fibre. That is very big, as just look at Oliver, because he's just pushing him round. And now we could have a DRS, and now our Peter's squeezing him, but Oliver Lucas was going to go around the outside. But Peter, there's a bit of contact between them once again. As now Oliver Crosby has the grip, goes to the inside, and does get the position done. But Peter looks to the inside. On only one Luke Rosman, but that is P5 seals are done for him. But I think Goodwill Lucas Rosman actually lost a lot of time. He lost about 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds in the pits. Yeah, that was a great overtake. That's a pretty good overtake. But now we're closing into the final laps here of the race, and Piet now falls behind to Boccaron, who's now P2, the Spanish driver, looking to get the podium pretty comfortably. But Piet doesn't have a penalty or time penalty of his own favour, hence to Boccaron actually has a penalty of, I believe, 10 seconds. 8 seconds actually, so he must have served the 5 seconds in the pits, or maybe he just magically just didn't get it. So yeah, let's see what will happen. But only one Luke was now going to try and get Pinty. He's gained 7 tenths on him, so only one Luke was going to try and look to get Mr. Pinty. But it's going to be pretty difficult because they are pretty much on the same age of tyres, because the bunker is so much sanction. But I don't recognise what that means, but yeah, but Piet is actually just under a second under a second of Boccaron, so Piet is just struggling here. But Dutchy does get a 3-second time penalty for track extensions. Pretty lonely race for him, and now he's going to try maybe to look on Dutchy, but Dutchy breaks late, as I think he's done a Verstappen, and a driver of the day, and Skeldog deserves it. The pace from him was just something from a magic wand, man. Absolutely amazing pace. Nobody can challenge Skeldog today for the race win. Nobody could. Will only one Luca Rosman disqualify after the race? Why? Why would he get disqualified? So that, because of the reset, he reset to track. No way. He has not spun though. He has not spun. No, he has not spun though. I don't think he has a cross on drip. I don't think he spun. So wait. Do you know what lap he spun? As that is Sirach changing tyres. I don't think he reset, but maybe one guy reset the track, and I don't remember who. Oh, okay, that's fine. No, it can't be another Luca Rosman. It's because he has not spun at all. I think this race. It must be one of the drivers. But yeah, so. Yeah, but at the moment who's leading the driver of the day is Skeldog with 80% of the vote, and we've got Tuba Caron, who is 3% track when disqualified. Yeah, badly, yeah, no Piero. I'm not sure if he gets disqualified or the LLP2 Piero. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. It's got an impressive performance. Yeah. He has done an amazing Carlitos. But yeah, Skeldog has just done a dream of a performance for him, as it's disqualification. Oh, I always thought it was LLP2 because I've could have actually thought it was actually. But yeah, so someone who has reset the track where Cosson has said someone's reset, then they'll be getting a DSQ. into their name unless it's something else. But Piet looking to seal a P2 because Tupokron is those Wisty Mika now going to the inside at turn 11. And that's a nice move from Whiskey Mika, who does go to P11 and now at the edges of the points for him. But what can Mr. Morning do now through the final corner? He has a look, but he's not too close enough for the final corner. Final corner comes. Wisty Mika does not get a pretty good exit, as Mr. Morning does get a great exit. Now DRS open for Mr. Morning. DRS now over 315 kilometers per hour, and now down into turn 1. Braking zone is above contact. Wheel banging between the pair of a Whiskey Mika, not leaving this one open for him, as he has done a bit of a mare, as he's about 1 second now behind Mr. Morning. I'm part of the stewards team. Yeah. Gavra, because Pieki no stop in Spanish. I'm part of the stewards team, so if I don't know that, I bet we no, you don't know that. Definitely not. But yeah, just looking now, all the cross is gaining on Pinty, but it's not enough. There's someone at Dunkin' Donuts at the exit of turn 1, where Pinty and only one Luca Rosman have just as only one Luca Rosman is actually in the DRS here, so we might see a battle for P4. It's not going to be a podium, but it could be a magical P4 on track, but it's not going to be a P4 on the race result, because he's got a 3-second time penalty which he obtained by track limit. Look at the fuel problem. Yeah, he's got a yellow on him still, so he's going to be now, he's going to be slow, so he's going to start saving that fuel. And I'm actually curious when. I'm just looking, he's got 0.7 I believe. I believe he's got around 100, around 70. Put sanctions the seconds. But yeah, now it's penultimate lap here, as Skelldog now into turn 4. Now looking to clinch the win by just one of the most unbearable amount of seconds after someone spinning. That is now RP to get passed by Liam, going down around the outside, but that is RP to make it sure that's covered, as now Liam looks to the outside, but Liam won't have that DRS, which is just going to be an absolute annoying thing. Liam not going to try look down the inside. RP goes a bit deep there, showing how late he broke to defend the position, and that looked very close for the pair of them, but they're keeping it clean. But let's see what can only one Luca Rosman do. Can maybe just try into a battle for the final stages of the Bahrain Grand Prix, but still does have run in the final corner to now begin which is the final lap of the Bahrain Grand Prix. And this one was a crazy one. 5 wide into turn 1. Liam and RP turn now side by side through turn 7, as someone's had a bit of a spin at turn 4, but Liam and RP have done great battle between the pair of them. They have raced each other before, but not in this game before. They're side by side now into the final corner. Here they go. Liam has the inside, which is considered the better, but Mr. Peter doesn't care, as Liam has spun. He's spun. No, Liam has spun, as our Peter now definitely take P6, but now it's definitely dream over for Lucas. It's now the final lap for only one loop for the lap race, but now only Lucas looks down the inside of Pins. He looks to try and maybe do the switchback, but he can't do it. There's a yellow flags again into turn 4, 5 and 6. as only one Lucas was going to get it on track, but he's not going to get P4. But quite frankly, but this man Skeldog has just dominated this race. He's led every 28 to 20, most of the race basically. I'll just say that he's done an absolutely amazing race. Qualifying for him was just an absolutely amazing result. He just done a champion's drive, and this is going to set his sights for the most season. Skeldog wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. The start to the finish, he's dominated this race. To Baccarat through the final corner, and it's gonna be a podium for the Spanish driver. He's gonna impress the Spaniards. He does actually have 5 seconds for an unserved penalty. And Piet goes P2, but does Pinty take P3? No, he does. He does, but Piet does make that one-stop strategy work. 21 laps on those hard tyres. Piet, after a mare of a spin, he managed to get P2, Tubacher on P4, RP to P5, Liam P6. Only one Luke Rosman takes 7th. Jasper, after a bit of a collision at the end of the race, takes P8. Suomi Finn, P9, now rounding the final corner. Congratulations to Skeldog, yeah, he's absolutely dominated this race. Suomi now through the final corner he goes. It's points for him, but not a great race for him. It's Hill Stadino. Pretty good race, he's done great racing. He's weaving now on the straights, as well as Mr. Morning, as Mr. Morning is going to miss out on the points just but he's actually 15 seconds behind. But that concludes the Bahrain Grand Prix, and that was an amazing race. Round of applause to everyone, especially only one Luca Russman, who has done a fantastic race, fighting back after disappointing qualifying, but he's managed to fight back, and that is a fantastic race. But Skeldog has just done a champion's drive to take P number 7, but P4 on track. So here are the results. I'm just going to take a photo of it, so then just in case I need to post them, then I remember. So yeah, so at the moment, so our Peter is in the top 5. So talking about another results, Skeldog, Piet, Pinty are the podium sitters at the moment for the race 1 for the Academy League, but maybe let's see for next season, is it going to be one of them on the podium? So Tubacher takes P4 after taking P2, but unfortunately due to the penalties applied to him, he has been he's been faced tragedy, and into P5. Liam, the Scottish driver, into P6. Only one Luke Rosman, fantastic drive, 10 places up. P7 by Jasper, great race. P8 Suomi Finn, Hilstadino finished the top 10. Whiskey Mika, Mr. Morning, Inika Zora, Duncan Donut, Sirax, dodgy by the way, Tutty Boy, and then Reggie Starr, the only man who DNF'd, who had a great start to the race, crashed at the start of the race, who is the only retiree, and the man placed last, which was a very unfortunate moment. But that is going to conclude. Congrats podium, no penalty. Good race, Skeldog and podium yet, but that ends the stream and the qualifying. So hopefully everyone's enjoyed that. So join tomorrow, me and Mr. Geek Fusion taking you round Bahrain tomorrow. On Wednesday, I believe it's going to be Born Evil and Toussaint taking you for Wednesday, and on Thursday, by Piero. As for Thursday, it's gonna be Tiger, and who was it now? I was just looking. It's gonna be Dude Ski 2000, who will be commentating with Tiger on Thursday. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. But that unfortunately ends the race. But hopefully everyone has a great evening. Goodbye. Bye all. Hello, bye, goodbye to James, Real Piero, Unique J and Gavra. Thank you guys for watching the stream, and have a great evening everyone.